Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Coachman Catalina Banner Edition 243 RBS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. First, on your campsite, your awning. Leave plenty of room for that to come in and out. Doesn't need a lot of room. Then on your off campsite, I want you to think about your slide. Leave plenty of room for that to come in and out unhindered, and leave yourself a nice walking path. Because the next thing I need you to think about is where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power cord is all the way at the rear of the unit. Stores inside here. And then your water connection is going to be right next to that for the campsites. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you get parked, get your hitch unhooked, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. It does come with a power tongue jack, night docking light should you arrive at night, retract, extend to go up. Should you lose power under this rubber stopper, your hand crank for your leveling jacks will bring this up and down if you don't have power. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. 3/4 inch hand crank right here goes on, crank these down. Now as I do come down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Really good investment. Grab a 4-pack of those, put them down, and just run these down until they're taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, you know you're down far enough. Because remember, our unit's already level. We don't want to change that, we just want to get it stable. So one in each corner, put all 4 of those down. Once you got them down, got your unit level and stable. There's our rear ones. Then we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, your 30 amp cord stores inside your unit. Simply pull it up out of here and plug it in. At the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug in a home, there's a 30 to 110 adapter that comes in your convenience pack. Our power hooked up, let's hook up our water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come around the corner to your hot water heater and just make sure your drain plug's back in. Throw some plumber's tape on that, get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now, after your hose has been on for a little while, unit's level and stable, you can go and deploy your slides if you want to get to any water taps. Open them up. Once you got water flowing out of those, you know that your lines are full. Shut them off. Then you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from inside. There is an on-off electric element right here. Only time you want to turn that on out here, as well as indoors, is if you are hooked up to 110. Above that is a reset if your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Come out here and look and see if these are bubbled up. If they are, simply press them back into reset. Alright, let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to hook up to city water. We're going to go boondocking. In that case, we're going to fill up our potable water tank or fresh water. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply use a hose. 2 ways to tell when that's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here, or 2 on the inside where you check the level of your battery fresh black and gray tanks. That fresh button will tell you when this is full. When it is full, remove your hose, and then when you want to use this water, turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. It's already pressurized. All right, we're all hooked up with water and power. Let me walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. I'm going to start on the campsite in this back corner. See the low point drain. Dump them when leaving the campsite. This is a vent and access to the back of your fridge. A vent and flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace, steer clear of this and make sure nothing's blocked because it does get hot. Vent for your microwave. A couple of outdoor speakers. Your freshwater connection again. A 110 out here. This will hold your door open. Simply latch it right in there. Your pass-through storage there. Your propane does come with a cover and a regulator. Battery posts. Again, check those now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. You can see no battery disconnects. A cable that they ran through the unit. I'm assuming for an outdoor television. Your slide. You want to add longevity to the wipers on these slides. They actually have a fluid that you can spray on these. Keep them pliable. That's how you want to make them last. Back here in the back corner is your hot water heater. There's where you plug in your cable at the campsite. And there's where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. Lastly, around the back, again, your power. You have an outdoor shower. This handle will sit right up here. City Water Connect. Spare tire with a cover. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Okay, so coming up inside your unit, first thing I'd like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Immediately to your left as you come in will be your porch light, your interior lights. Here's where you check your battery. There's your fresh water button, and I said you can tell when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Down here's a 110. Down below your cabinet here is going to be your awning light, slide control, and awning control. You see that awning? You only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see your silver bar. It will extend past that, and yours extends quickly. So keep an eye on it as you run it out. Run that back in real quick, show you it working. I'm actually going to run it back out to let it dry a little more. Again, you have a fast awning here. So as we run it out, I want to keep an eye on it. And you get out to your white flap falling down. Sometimes when it's wet, it'll stick. There you go. That's as far as you want to run that. Continuing into the unit here, your dual sinks, self-explanatory microwave. Your stovetop does have a light and a fan. Turn your burner on, hit your spark here, and that'll light your stove. You do have a pilot light for your oven. Below your oven, access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Got a few 15s in there, a 40. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. This is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now, the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are boondocking, you're going to be gone for the day, nothing plugged in charging your battery, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Coming over to your Norcold fridge. So we turn that on here. Over here is your thermostat. Got your air on right now. I'm going to shut that off. See, the air fan shuts off quick. Turn your thermostat on, or your heat. That turned on. I'm going to shut that off. You'll notice that the heat fan takes a few minutes to shut off compared to AC. In your bathroom is your 110 with GFCI reset. Make sure you have this door secured for travel. You also have a hand crank open power exhaust vent up here. $110 over here next to your pantry. Your tabletop will come off. Remove your legs, set the tabletop right on these wooden lips here. Put your back cushions on top, that'll give you another bed. Same thing over here, you got a jackknife. Lift up on the front, little storage there. Lay that down, gives you another sleeping quarters. Bring it up, lift up on the front. Grab the back and pull it towards you. And that'll sit back down. And over here on the wall is your television. You have to run a digital channel scan when you arrive at the campsites. Show you your TV working here. There you go, no channels. Over here is your sound system. Turn it on up here. There we go. I don't know if we'll pick up anything here, but let me see if I can get a channel to come in. Kind of hard indoors. Anyway, 3 zones. Turn that back down. Indoors, outdoors, front, or all 3. DVD, CD player, nice sound system. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. Use the heat as well. So you found your power button here. So I can go through and show you all the pretty colors. You can make it brighter or dimmer. But the biggest thing is the heat. So if it's chilly in the morning or evening, turn your heat on. Crank that up on high. Instead of using up your gas, go ahead and use their heat. Crank this up and it'll get it warm in here in no time. Coming into your bedroom, individual lighting here. You all prepped for a TV here. Looks like they've ran cable down through there. All prepped for TV here. Backer here, cable 110. You do have a little bit of storage underneath. A couple of stools for your bar area here. That about covers everything on the inside. Your smoke alarm. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. And close everything up. First off, doors and drawers. Make sure that all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. Especially these doors. You don't want your slide to catch on that as it's coming in. When you arrive, take a look at those before you open up your slide. Make sure it hasn't popped open during travel. Come over here, shut off our interior lights. Then we can walk around and see any individual lighting we may have left on. Once all that's off, we'll turn our interior lights back on and bring our slide in. Alright, so come down here. We can hit slide in. I'll bring your slide in here. See the importance of having all them doors closed. Slides in. Shut off our interior lights. Exit the unit. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Fold your steps up. We'll get those in a minute. At this point, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our water, our power, and our cable. And come to our low point drain and open those up. After we know our low point drains are drained, we're going to come around here to our hot water heater. We're going to lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump the remaining of the hot water out of your hot water heater. Just like that. Push that back down, otherwise your door won't close. and then you can pull this drain plug. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be all the way at the rear on your driver's side. 10-foot hose comes in the convenience pack. Park, hook that up, and pull your sewer outlet connection. They call it the black tank. That's the one with the black handle. If this sounds like it's no longer draining, close that black handle. Open up your left handle, the wastewater holding tank. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your hose out for you. Then you can conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right here in your bumper. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Catalina for many years to come. Happy camping.